I find that very interesting, and I want to maybe expand a little bit about on the practice scenario. Because for me, the idea of taking 5 minutes or 10 minutes was a great idea, because that's what I told myself I used to have. What I found out was happening for me personally was I ended up taking 30 minutes. And it's that focused effort that just gets you beyond this idea that I have to spend time, but I have to spend focused effort on one thing, no matter how much time it takes. And the 5-minute idea is I would spend 5 minutes, and I said, well, that's not quite what I wanted to achieve. So I'd spend another 5 minutes, and pretty soon, before long, I noticed us putting in a half hour, an hour, 2 hours, and even on weekends, 5 hours. Do you find this type of thing fairly common with your students, or is this a unique thing for me?
Okay. First of all, if you tell the brain and tell yourself that you're going to practice for half an hour, and you're a busy person, the brain's going to say you don't have time.
Mm-hmm.
So when I experimented with myself, I found out that when I said I will play for 5 minutes, the brain said, geez, if you cannot find 5 minutes, something's wrong. Now, I don't tell myself I'll stay there longer. I usually will.
Mm-hmm.
But it's the place where I don't have that inner negative dialogue to start with. And sometimes that's all I do have, and that's okay. One of the most important things is to get rid of the guilt. Oftentimes, people have heard, if you're not going to practice for an hour or two a day, don't bother taking lessons, or you must put in a half-hour practice a day. And that's not what we're after. We're not after the time. We're after the content. Did you learn what you were to learn? With children, this works extremely well. They have their content accomplished, they're done. Mm-hmm. Whether it's a half an hour or 20 or 15 or more. Mm-hmm. But it's content. With adults, look for 5 and go from there.